All right, what is up, everybody? My name is Dr. Oolong. I'm the Mad Doctor of Spark, and today I got another match commentary for you, me versus Bot. Good games, Bot. I don't want to spoil the results of the matchup just yet, but he played absolutely stellarly. I really thought he was going to beat me. I managed to pull through mostly because of the Tundra. And, you know, in Robo's commentary, I talked a lot about, you know, how I wasn't necessarily playing very well against his loadout. And during this match, I really want to highlight when I recognized that my Nova was not going to work for me and how exactly I played around it. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. This is my third crack at this commentary now because I didn't like my commentary the first 2 times around. But that's the nice thing about these videos is that I can actually take multiple cracks at said commentary and go through it. All right, so I'm running the same build that I was running last time, Raptor. Well, actually, the core is Nova, Majestic Nade, Tundra, and then the 3 additional weapons I'm running the Aegis Shield, I'm running the Aegis Shield, I'm running the Raptor, and I am running the Raptor Ellipse. So last time I was actually running the Lance, the damage Lance. This time around, I am running the Raptor Ellipse, and I am running Bounce Nova. This is, I believe, the only attachment. Bot, on the other hand, is running triple hammer. Hammer Nade, slow Hammer Nade, Charge Hammer, and he's running the Hammer Ellipse.
Noticing those cooldowns there.
And then he's got the Raptor, he's got Aegis Shield, he's got Raptor Ellipse, and he has the Wildcat.
My best strategy.
So right off the bat here, my general strategy with this build, as I talked about before, is to just keep as many Novas on the field as physically possible. So that's obviously where I'm starting out. I'm sort of getting him to move with the Tundra, trying to keep him on his toes, trying to really prevent him from being able to get off his combo more than trying to do damage. He does, however, manage to get off the full combo, and that just swarms my plate area with small little bees that each do 6 damage, and I just take 8 damage from them overall.
Dang it.
Bot throws his nade out of bounds, and honestly, I was pretty lucky. I still think I was. And again, I'm really just trying to survive. You know, I know that the more I move when he puts off that combo, especially with the Hammer Nade, the more damage I'm going to take. And so I just try and stay still whenever the combo is actually coming, as long as there isn't something that is going to do more damage to me. Really, the only way to get around that Hammer Nade is to block it or bait it. There's really no way of getting around it otherwise. And Bot's going to go ahead and take round 1. Again, really clean combos.
If you have to leave and come back, you can.
Shout out to Bot's mom. Seems like
I am
a cool
fine
person.
with this. I will have this match count.
Now I'm sort of changing up my strategy, right? So the fact that he has 3 hammers means that he's going to get rid of my Novas pretty much as soon as they're on the plate area. Which, I mean, is halfway decent, right? Like, because that Hammer Ellipse is on a 6-second cooldown. 6 seconds? Yeah, 6 seconds. It's on a 6-second cooldown, so, you know, like, that's fairly worth. But especially with that Charge Hammer doing as much collision as it does, being able to take out 2 of those with 1 weapon, 1 3-second weapon, or use his Aegis Shield, my Novas are not long for this work. So my focus switches, and it really doesn't switch in this game. It's going to switch really next game. My focus is now on trying to keep my lower cooldown weapons cycled, which does not include the Tundra, actually. My goal this time is just to keep him on his toes, trying to force him to use, you know, the hammer, the shield, just trying to get him to use the things that are going to take out my Nova before I go in. All right. There's the Hammer Nade. I managed to drop off my way out of it, and I pick up that Tundra again. So I really wasn't thinking about it.
I'm not good for anyone's health. You're winning.
Again, I'm just trying to do damage as quickly as possible, and punch through his bullet hell combo before it reaches me with the
because of all the psychological damage I did.
And of course, keep those Majestic Nades as close as I can to the center of Bot's podium at all times.
it's probably because whenever I dodge, I feel like I'm dodging tether.
The other thing to mention too is that even Nova, you know, Nova's a great defensive weapon. It also blocks vision. So being able to use stuff like the Raptor Ellipse and go through the Nova, I mean, it shows you this tooltip like on the start menu. So it's not really, this isn't a Dr. Oolong certified tip or anything.
There's
like
one
that.
round with the
But
Tundra.
I do manage to get both those Tundra shots off. That's a 50 damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it in the last second.
Yeah, that health bar is gone, boy. That health bar is gone.
What?
Oh, wait.
Okay, goodbye.
Shout out to
Alright, cool.
Okay, go ahead, shoot me.
shout out to Bot's
Sorry.
dad.
That came to tell me that they're leaving.
It was a good combo, and I'm very lucky to get through with that little of health. Now, the interesting thing here is that that Nova actually was not going to have a clean reflect. It was going to reflect a Y. But Bot's still taking him out. There's still that fear. There's still that fear of the Nova, and it's good. He's doing exactly what he should. Oh, there we go. I catch him reaching towards the front of his player area, trying to get off his combo, and I managed to just knock him back with the Tundra. And I mean, even if you only get one shot with the Tundra, it's still great at dissuading aggression because it blinds, and you can follow it up with something like Raptor or Raptor Ellipse and get off a decent chunk of damage. Another Nova. I'm shooting through the Nova, trying to get some damage off. I eventually have to throw both out. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to keep him on his toes, but I'm also trying to punch a hole through his bullet hell. That way I can get through without having to rely on my Nova. And there is the Nova, right?
No, you weren't.
He's going to use both those shots. He has the shield in his hand. I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to try and get him to pop both of those weapons if I can. He does. I did actually, I dropped the Nova there with a bullet still left in it. Oh, and I dropped the Tundra too, and he manages to grab it, turns it right back towards me, forces me to pop the shield.
Absolutely not.
That damage right there, that's going to do it. That little bit of damage that I took from that hammer nade, that is going to decide the rest of this match. Actually, that damaged
No,
it.
not there.
That damaged it.
Not there.
But yeah.
Good game.
It was a great first game for Bach. And again, his combo is really just doing super consistent damage. It's not even doing that high of damage. It's not really bringing. We're still timing out on these matches, but it's doing such consistent damage that, you know, he can just do it over and over and over again. I don't really have an answer outside of using my Raptor to punch through or using my shield to get rid of his hammer. I take a lot of damage there. You can see I sort of get panicked and I try to shoot down the bullets, but I just fail. I get him to step out of bounds a little bit, though. I get him to step out of bounds.
Oh no!
Again.
Stop taking out of bounds damage. Oh shit!
I keep trying to swap hands with those weapons. That's why I keep dropping them. Oldest trick in the book. Here we go. Throw the Nova nade up. Get him to, or throw the Majestic nade up. Get him to look in the opposite direction and then come at him with the Tundra. My build does, you know, it's funny. I think he said it during the first round, but he says when he always plays me that he never feels like he's winning, but he does beat me. Like, he is definitely a higher skill level than me, but I just do the psychological damage. Honestly, Nova relies a lot on the psychological damage. Tundra is also relying a lot on the psychological damage. Trying to get your opponent to panic, trying to get them to look away from where you're firing, trying to get them distracted.
You're gonna get me with that Raptor E.
I send off the Raptor and the Raptor E, and again, just keeping him on his toes, trying to make sure that he can't get ideal placement on his podium.
No,
And I
I tried to grab the Tundra.
into the hammer nade,
I couldn't quite
trying to
get
grab
it.
the Tundra.
I
but-
couldn't quite get it. Alright.
And see, he's winning these rounds, but he still feels like he's stressing. And again, it's just because I'm keeping the pressure on so consistent. There goes his shield. I'm just gonna try and bunker down as much as I can. He's gonna use the hammer to get rid of both of the Novas, but not before taking some good damage there from the Tundra and the Raptor. And again, when you get off the Tundra, a lot of the time you can get off extra damage. Now, I made a mistake here. I thought I had another shot of that Nova, but it actually helped me to drop block enough room so that I could get through. And now I believe that this is where I start feigning out with the Tundra. So I've sort of conditioned bot to be scared of when the Tundra's on its way. And now I can feign it out and try and get him to react to it without even having to waste any money. I stood up into a whole line of bullets there, but I have a lot of health, so I wasn't really worried about it. Again, I'm just keeping that majestic nade on the middle of bot's podium. Towards the end of the game, he started to grab it, but at this point, he wasn't really grabbing it too much. Keeping the shield. Just trying to make sure I keep that health advantage as much as I can.
Dude.
Again, just the psychological place. The psychological place.
I dropped it.
What'd you drop?
I dropped my fucking third shot of my shot of my Nova. That's important.
Yep, and again, I'm timing out those Tundra shots so that right as he is about to throw out his nade, hoping that he's so focused on where he wants to throw the nade that he will end up getting hit by the Tundra. And I do manage to get round 2.
Got me sweating. Got me sweating.
That's the other thing to talk about, especially with psychological play. You know, the more tired the bot gets here, the more he's going to have to spend energy on trying to figure out what I'm doing. So the more effective my feigns and everything else become. Throw out the shield just to give me a little bit of room here. Follow it up with the Raptor, and I'm just kind of holding that Nova, which really, I mean, it's not doing much for me. It is doing much in the grander context of the match, but at this point, you know, bot can spend his 3-second shield or his 3-second hammer and take out almost all of my Tundra or all of my Novas anyway. So I think it's towards the end of this match is really when I start to transition. At this point, I'm still kind of relying on Nova and Tundra, trying to catch him out, trying to just get him where he's lazy. I do manage to get him out. And he fires off everything, right? He's just trying to prevent me from firing back, and he ends up firing off his entire combo because he's blind. Again, the power of the blinds cannot be underestimated on that weapon. And at 4 seconds, I mean, more than you should. Do manage to get him again. Trying to keep it angled, and the Nova manages to hit. The one Nova he decided not to take out, because at this point he assumes that he's taken out all of my Novas.
Don't give me hope.
Again.
I mean, you are a game ahead of me.
Yeah, he is a game ahead of me.
No, I'm not.
Thank you, past Oolong, for commentating for me. Again, getting that majestic nade right on the middle of his play area. And at this point, well, we'll see. We'll see. But I stopped picking up the Tundra altogether. And that's what I really should have done against Robo, too. If a weapon isn't servicing you, there's no reason to keep picking it up, right? I could be using both of the Raptors here. And given, I'm doing good because I'm forcing him to focus on the other stuff that I have, the Novas, rather than stuff like, you know, actually setting up this combo. But if you're not using a weapon, it's not servicing you, don't use it. Don't just pick up a weapon because it's there. Pick up a weapon because you're going to use it in a combo. Now, I think he's going to take a drink of water here real quick, so. All right, and we're back.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're on match 3.
I got it 2 days ago.
And
like all the best stuff.
This is where bot just went full Super Saiyan, I'm pretty sure. I start out the round with double Raptor combo, just trying to lay down some stuff.
Whoa.
I got rid of your stuff.
And again, I'm gonna try.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I take a lot of damage standing up. And here we go.
Oh, you actually did it. There you go.
Can we get a replay on that, please? Can we get a replay?
That ain't good.
Can we get a replay on that? Sends off the shield to make sure that he doesn't run into 2 Novas, and then dashes right at me with the hammer of lips. And absolutely slams into me. I'm sorry, I know that this is the 3rd time I'm playing it, but just so you can see.
There you go.
Just so you can see.
Very nice, very nice.
I haven't had
And you know, I'm trying to be nice here, but on the inside, I'm seething. I'm seething and I'm molding, and I don't want it to happen again. But hey, wouldn't you know what happens again? Wouldn't you know what happens again? Throws out the shield to make sure he doesn't run into 3 Novas. He gets me down to about half health. It's looking like there might be trouble. And then he goes in again.
Oh, did you get it? You did?
He did.
Yeah.
There you go.
Again,
Good game.
mauled it.
What are you trying to speed run you now?
And I mean, he's going in with the hammer lips and the hammer, but I mean, he's going in with the full health. So there is a bit of time before that damage actually affects him versus affecting me. And we actually ended the match both with 0 health there, but because he had more health to start with, it actually it still gave him the match. Again, I get off 3 tundras there, and this is really where I realize, okay, I'm gonna have to change up my tactics.
That's the point of the weapon.
I do manage to grab the Nova, but you're gonna notice me grabbing the Nova a lot less, and the Tundra a lot less. Well, except for that time. That time I do manage to catch him in the front of his play area, and I do snatch him. And you'll see that I'm only gonna grab that Tundra though when he's on the front of his play area. I'm not even gonna bother doing it otherwise. I like this little trick. It very rarely does it actually hit, but again, it just kind of puts the fear of God into your opponent. Not ideal placement for that Majestic Nade. Better than nothing. Better than nothing, for sure.
Not like in-game talking. Like, I don't know what playstyle you're
I think I did get hit on the hand there. I did get hit on the hand
Did
there.
I get more aggressive?
Yeah.
Getting him to look up.
Did you see what I did there?
Yes.
I don't know why I keep trying to hit the Nova against the
valid
wall.
strategy.
That really isn't. Yeah, it really isn't a valid strategy, though, is it? Isn't it? There we go. I do manage to get another hit with the Tundra. Now the Tundra's really doing work. But look at how aggressive he's getting on the front of his play area.
What? That. I shielded that.
Your shield's got a hole in it, boy. There we go. That's pretty good placement. He ends up kind of baiting it back, but you know, that's really what you want to do with the Majestic Nade. It's just on a 3-second cooldown. You can just constantly keep it on the middle of your opponent's play area. Constantly keep him zapping. He looks at the Nova, trying to take it out, and I realize, and I go ahead and I jump on it
double the
immediately.
dashes on camera. I got it on cams, like full live cam.
Yeah, I'm talking about how he charged me. Again,
Twice.
outside, happy for him. Inside, molded, seething, coping. Barely coping, but coping.
It's just.
He headbutts the nade
just
there
hard
to
to
make
pull
sure that
off.
he doesn't have to worry about it.
Not really.
And now he's going to use the hammer to get rid of the other 2. Very, very nice shield. I'm going to take a ton of damage from that. Yeah, keep laughing it up, Bart. Let's see how the rest of this match goes. I grabbed the nade. That, honestly, if you can grab hammer nades, is the best way to deal with bullet hell combos. It's really the only way to deal with it. Again, either grab it, shield it, or try and bait it out. Because it goes so slow that if your opponent does throw it into the proper position, there's almost nothing you can do to actually dodge it. You just gotta kind of stay still and take whatever little damage it's going to do. And see, this time around, that Tundra pickup was not very good at all. He wasn't really at the front of his play area. He wasn't really doing anything. I need to be using that Tundra to disrupt his combo, not as just damage without anything else on the field back there. But I do make that realization. Perhaps I make that realization a bit later. Again, sometimes when you get tired and you're just sitting there, you know, trying to do whatever you can, you can grab weapons just because they've come off spawn. You gotta resist the monkey brain. You gotta resist the monkey brain that's telling you to just use weapons when you can. I force him out of the way with the Majestic Nade. I force him to look at it, and as soon as he goes to look at it, boom, I'm in there with the Tundra. That's how you gotta be using the Tundra. He tries to shield it, but it manages to push through in one Raptor Ellipse shot. Nope, I don't get it. He's literally on 0 health. I didn't even realize this during the match. He is on 0 health. He just says he pulls a West.
All right. Set point. Set point.
I did a Westo.
Yeah. I really thought he was going to self-destruct during the match this morning.
I did.
Honestly. Uh-oh.
I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did. Shows character.
Oh,
back
caught you
there.
right
He's
in
in
the
the middle
shoulder.
of his combo, but
Uh-oh.
I managed to sneak a Tundra
Got you
through.
right in the shoulder.
And then I force out the shield. And see, I see the shield gets forced out, and then I throw out the Nova. So yeah, I guess that I really, the point that I wanted to make with this video, I ended up getting to a lot later in the match than I meant to. But you know, your weapons serve a purpose. Some weapons are okay to just kind of use as soon as they come on. Raptor and Raptor Ellipse come to mind. You know, if you're using a Hammer Ellipse, usually that does enough of a combo.
You're
itself.
forcing me to use my Novas defensively. I don't like this.
But you know, if a weapon isn't served, if it isn't the time to use a weapon, don't use a weapon.
You're forcing
right?
me to move.
You'll
I don't
shorten
like
the cooldown of the rest of your build, and you'll manage
That's what you should
to
have said.
save the weapon for when you really need it. And your opponent's probably going to forget you even have that weapon in the first place, and isn't going to play around it as well as they could have.
Why'd I do that?
I catch him on the front of his play area again. I catch him right in the. I shouldn't say that word considering this video.
GG.
I catch him right in
Do you have
the.
anything to say to lovely people at home?
The lower area, and that's gonna be it. GG spot. GG's.
In order to
God,
win,
I'd love
you
to
don't play
have
this
that level
guy
of play
and you
space.
sprint at
God, wouldn't you
people.
love to have
Yeah, you
this level
sprint
of
at
play
people.
space?
Yes, you sprint at people with the Hammer
yeah,
Ellipse.
but you don't play this guy.
Yeah.
Don't play this
No,
guy.
no, no. You beat me before.
Don't play this
You
guy.
beat me the first time.
I know.
Well, that's gonna
Fair
be it
and
for me.
square,
I hope
fair
you all
and
enjoyed watching. I've been Dr.
But for
Oolong, and
other
just
people,
remember,
don't play this
a doctor a day
Other
keeps
people,
the
all right?
assholes
All right.
away. I hope to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
you
yeah.
all very
Yeah, for sure,
soon,
for sure,
and I will
for sure,
talk to you
yeah,
all
for sure,
later.
for sure.